Cryofall has a lot going on once you reach the mid-game, so here are 13 tips that I learned that can make your mid-game go much smoother than mine did. First off, get the advanced crafting recipes from industrial chemicals and use them. The industrial chemical crafts for fiber and glue specifically save you a ton of time. For one plastic and one industrial chemical, you can get 125 fibers, which is equivalent to pulling something like 15 grass in the normal method. Next, invest in multiple advanced salt extractors because it's going to be a long walk otherwise if you were anywhere on the western side of the map. Advanced salt miners give you a decent rate of extraction, and if you have 3 of them, you should have more than enough lithium salt coming in. Third, the ruins are pretty hit and miss. I usually get food crates or some other junk, and that's about it. However, after going to a larger ruin recently, I got a ton of great loot, including 2 advanced industrial drones, which I haven't even unlocked yet. If you are really looking for good loot, you have to go to a medium or large ruin, otherwise you're going to get a bunch of canned meat and not much else. Fourth, speaking of drones, you need to unlock industrial drones as soon as you can because they will make getting resources much faster and way less tedious. Industrial drones are piloted by a remote control, but that is more of a formality than anything because you have to equip it and click on something and the drone will do its job. With the basic controller, you can support up to 3 drones at a time, which means you can triple the speed at which you harvest. Fifth, you should use medkits over stim packs, and this is why. Medkits heal 90% of your total health, where stim packs only heal 50%. Medkits also completely remove bleeding, heavy lacerations, nausea, and broken legs, whereas stim packs don't reduce any of that at all. So if you're okay with slower healing, medkits can do more for you, and you can use more of them in a set period of time. Sixth, put those fermentation barrels to good use and start making vodka. Vodka applies a 45% drunk status effect after drinking a whole bottle. Being drunk in Cryofall means you get a 25% stamina regen speed buff, a minus 50% pain buff, a minus 25% psi damage buff, and your character cannot be dazed. This can turn you into the ultimate super soldier when charging into the ruins because you take a significant amount less damage from the psi enemies, with a couple drawbacks being a little blurred vision occasionally and a 10% movement speed reduction that isn't too noticeable. And as the game notes, this isn't going to help with radiation though. That is still very much up to your rad suit. Seventh, double or even triple walling your base will help in PvP. The more walls, the more materials it takes for your enemies to get into your base, so be sure to throw down as many as you can. Eighth, run a 50-50 ammo split on different types of ammo. If you read the description for every bullet, they have their strengths and weaknesses. Hollow points do great flesh damage, but they don't stand up to armor. Armor piercing has great penetration through armor, but it doesn't do great flesh damage. Blank rounds, well, they aren't good for anything really. Having 50% hollow points and 50% armor piercing can guarantee that you always have the right ammo for the job, and you can switch very easily during or before entering combat by pressing T. 9. Keep turning mineral oil into plastic even when you feel you couldn't possibly need any more plastic. Oil refineries will stop producing if you max out mineral oil, so you have to keep taking it out, but if you don't use it, you'll have a ton of canisters going to waste. Every time you make plastic, you get 5 empty canisters back, so to avoid having to waste tons of iron on making more canisters, keep making plastic and reduce, reuse, and recycle. 10th, get night vision so you can improve your reaction time and have a hands-free lighting solution at night. Night vision will cover your entire screen unlike the flashlight, and you can have your gun out at all times to battle any spiders that may be hiding off screen. I don't think you have to charge these things either, which is another plus. 11th, the submachine gun is probably the best 10mm weapon in tier 3. Ignoring the grenade launcher and the shotgun, the submachine gun has a great firing rate, mag capacity, and good enough damage output that shreds enemies in a couple of seconds. I used the pistol from this tier for a while, and it may be a bit more ammo efficient due to the higher damage, but with the fire rate of the submachine gun, you will hose so many bullets downrange that it will feel like it does 10 times the damage of the pistol. Finally, get yourself some electric furnaces as soon as you can, because not having to constantly refuel 4 of them is very nice. If you learned something, drop a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time when we share some tips on Subnautica Below Zero. Thanks for watching.